Before we dive into this next episode of Both Sides of the Check, let me take a moment to recognize our sponsor, Miss Cat Consulting. We help people that are looking to start their own business take your concept to company. So if you're interested in learning more, make sure you go to connectwithmisscat.com. In the meantime, sit back, relax, and we're going to pull back the curtain of entrepreneurship while we sit down with another great check writer. What's up, everybody? It is your girl, Miss Cat, your coach, accountability partner, and teacher. We're here with yet another great episode of Both Sides of the Check. And this is a show where we pull back the curtain on full-time entrepreneurship. We want you to see the good, the bad, the ugly, right? On what it's like to be a part of this journey. So I'm going to jump right in because I feel like we're going to have a bubbling conversation today, okay? Come on. I got another guest, season 4. Let's do it. Who are we talking to today?
Listen, man, you're talking to Lloyd C, Christten Jr, man, the owner and creator of OM2H Creative Studios. Our motto is we don't come to take sides.
Okay.
We come to take over.
Okay.
Let's get it.
All right. So, a creative studio. Tell us, what do y'all do at the studio?
So, the studio, we do 4 things.
Okay.
Right? We do podcasting.
Okay.
All right. We build our websites.
Okay.
We do courses.
Okay.
All right. And then we do a lot of, reels for, commercial people. So we help people do commercial reels. So
okay.
Those are the 4 things that we do. And we're not a podcast studio. We're a production studio.
I love that.
Because we have editors.
Okay.
A lot of times people got a studio with no editors. So it's like you just got a studio.
I understand. Okay.
Yes.
So you guys have a full-blown production.
Yes.
People want to come produce whatever.
Yes.
Now let me ask you this though. First of all, how long have you, I know this studio is a little bit newer, but how long have you been in this space?
Right after the pandemic,
okay,
is when we jumped in the game.
Okay. Okay.
Well, we started in 2017 from our house.
Okay.
We turned our whole downstairs into a studio.
Awesome.
And so what made us want to get a studio was people trying to rent a house out.
Oh wow.
I can show you some footage of people trying to rent a house out. And so I told my wife, I was like, we need to open up a studio.
Wow.
They asked them to rent the house out.
Yeah.
Man, we got to open up a studio. She said, okay. Took us a while, but then right after the pandemic, that's the year Kobe died, all that stuff, right after the pandemic, and man, we started the studio.
Oh, well, kudos to your wife, because it seemed like, she was down, down for the come up, like they say. So, so shout out to your wife. So before you guys were getting the attention of, running the studio, this, that, and the third. Were you ever a check casher, meaning did you have a job beforehand?
No, I have several other businesses, though. So
okay.
The thing is, I've been writing checks.
Gotcha.
All right? And I wrote my first, what's funny is, I started a business in 1998.
Wow. Okay.
All right.
So you're taking it back.
So you know what I'm saying? 1998, I started a video game company.
Okay.
Called Creative Ambition.
Awesome. Right? Okay.
So still got the drawings. We never finished it, but I was a young upcoming entrepreneur at 18 years old.
Wow.
And guess what my family told me?
What they say?
You need to go back to work, brother. We can't help you.
It's always the ones closest to you.
We can't help you.
It's always the ones closest to you.
And then forwarded, I went working as an engineer. I went to school for engineering, and then forwarded from there. I started being a full-time entrepreneur back in 2015.
Got you. So what shifted? Because I know that a lot of times people talk about mindset, right? What was that shift? Because obviously it was always in you.
Yeah.
But something had to pop or click or tick, right?
Yeah.
To say, you know what? I don't care what my family say. I don't care what nobody gotta say. I'm 10 toes down. What was that for you?
For me, it was like not giving myself any limitations. I don't like limits.
Okay.
So with a job, I understood one thing: they gave you limits.
Gotcha.
They told you when to come to work, how to come to work, and so what happens is, what click was back when I was in high school. I'm like, a job looked like a jail cell.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So it looks like I'm not talking. I don't know. People get offended when I start talking like this.
Well, hold on. Let me stop you for a second because I'm gonna talk to you, the one in the back. this is a show that we bring on check writers. So
Come on.
we have a whole different mentality.
That's right.
We have a whole different way of life. So no shade to anybody that's cash, that's check cashers, but it's not the same.
That's
we
true.
don't talk the same language
That's
because
true.
it's a difference from somebody that grind 100% off their own two hands
Come on.
versus somebody giving them something.
Yeah.
So you getting a safe space.
Okay,
on both
okay,
sides
cool.
of the check.
So when I seen that, I was like, man, we go to school for 8 hours.
Yes.
They give you a job for 8 hours.
Yes.
They put you in a setting to try to teach you something that's not going to benefit you later.
In
you know
no
what
way,
I'm saying? So
right?
it's like a mindset. The school bus looked like a bus they take you to jail with. Like
Yeah.
the whole. So I was like, man, I got to figure out a way to understand how to be an entrepreneur. And once I understood at 18, and my family said go back to work. Of course, I had to go back to work.
Yeah.
But I told myself, first of all, I read over 1,300 books.
Wow.
So
wow.
first of all, I had to give myself the right knowledge.
For sure.
So then I wrote, then I produced my own.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So,
All right.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
And I'm working on my second book and
Understood.
my children's book.
Understood.
And so it comes with a mindset of you got to believe in yourself. The word believe got a 3-letter word in between it.
Lie.
And lie. So you gotta come so delusional that your thoughts become a reality.
Wow.
Because you gotta see it before you even get there.
That's wild. And that's why I was saying, like, at the end of the day, unless you on this side, unless you over here, they don't know. So hey, so you jumped out there. Was there anything out of those 1,300 books that you read rather? Was there anything from your previous jobs that like kept you or helped you through your entrepreneurial journey?
Yes, the books are good because now I don't read books, I study them. So the shifts, it changed.
It changed.
You know what I'm saying? So I was reading books and I was getting from the books.
Understood.
So I use something like Speechify now. You ever used it?
No.
So with Speechify, you take a picture of the book and it does a whole audio transcribe for
Oh,
you.
wow.
And so now, as you listen to the book,
now it's
you can stop it,
Yeah.
highlight it, and email yourself.
Okay.
All right? So now
Okay.
we want to go into the teaching mindset. All right? Versus just, oh, man, I'm going to just read this book. It's like, what you read, have you implemented it?
That you just said a whole word right there, because that is the thing. I find a lot of us are consuming, but we don't implement. And I think that's step one in entrepreneurship is you got to jump out and actually do something.
Come on.
You can have all the plans, you can have all the knowledge, all the blueprint.
Come on.
But if you don't take that leap, where we at?
Hey.
We just looking crazy, right?
That's right.
So at the end of the day, you took the leap, you got out there, you did your thing. Now, throughout this journey, you told me that your family said get a job.
Say, go get a job, man. We can't help you.
I
feel like it's disrespectful though. Instead of you trying to help me achieve my goals, you rather me become you. You rather put your limitations on my mindset.
Wow.
I don't want your limitations on my mindset because I'm optimistic on everything, and the way I see stuff, nobody sees it the way I see it.
Gotcha.
So I tell people, it's 3 acronyms. You want me to drop them?
Yeah, come on, drop. Do
So,
y'all got y'all pen and paper? That's all I'm asking.
Acronym number 1.
Okay.
All right, is POUR.
Okay.
Passing over opportunity repeatedly.
Wow.
People let opportunity pass them by every single day.
Wow.
Number 2.
Okay.
All right. You got to raise the bar in your life. BAR. Raise your belief level. Create the activity so you can get the results. All right.
Okay. Dropping bars.
So we gotta. You know what I'm saying? Number 3.
Okay.
Don't be in denial.
Okay.
Denial stands for don't even notice I am lying. People lie to themselves every day.
Wow.
All right? So when you understand that you ain't going to lie to yourself and you become the best version of yourself and stop having this imposter syndrome, you're going to get the results. And the last one.
Okay, so it was a bonus one.
It's a bonus.
Okay.
HOPE, hope.
Hope.
Help other people excel.
Wow.
When you help enough people get what they want out of life, you're going to get exactly what you want out of life.
Jesus Christ, that's good.
I'm just saying.
That's good.
Maybe I ain't saying nothing.
Look, no, that's good. You know what I'm saying? And man, that's good. So I just hope and pray that they was taking note of those great
Come
gems,
on.
because that is definitely, something to note. So as check writers,
Come on. Come on.
okay,
Come on.
we get the good, the bad, the ugly, okay?
Come on.
And so we know with writing checks,
Come on.
sometimes we have that NSF, that non-sufficient fund,
Of course.
right? Was there anything throughout this journey that, no, because you still here,
Yeah.
we sitting here in your studio filming this podcast,
Yeah.
so you ain't left us, right?
Yeah.
But was there anything that could have potentially took you out?
Yeah. When we had 0 customers, my wife said, "Man, you said God said open the studio up." God told me, "Sir, you need to go beat your feet. You need to go flyer to flyer, hand to hand combat."
Wow.
And then the people go, I'm gonna get you the people, because he said, "I don't want to bless you till you put the work in."
Wow.
Go put the work in.
Wow.
People want to be already. See, the thing is, people want to be blessed already when you ain't even willing to go do the work.
Wow.
It's the sacrifices. It's the grind. It's the things that people don't see.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's the late night. It's the crying. It's the you believe in yourself. When nobody said, when I first started the studio, people was like, what you trying to have a studio? What's that? Now, look, now they like, oh, I see it.
Yeah, exactly. How do I get a show? Why you didn't invite me to the show?
You know what
right?
I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but you got to already go get it.
And I think also what's important too, what I'm hearing you say is like, you have to have a vision and fight for that vision when nobody can see.
Nobody.
Like you see the mics, you see the backdrop, you see, and everybody looking at you like you crazy. And you got to keep fighting for something that like you genuinely don't know if it's going to pop.
Come on.
So I mean, you had 0 customers, right? Did it, I mean,
Within 6 months, I just went out there.
Just went out there.
Handing out flyers, meeting people, DMing people. Facebook account got blocked.
Wow.
You sent to me. You sent to me in one day.
Wow.
You want to suspend your account for 14 days.
Wow.
You spamming people.
Wow.
I believe. Now you look up, man, we didn't have so many people build websites, courses, so many people. But it was the belief level, because if you don't believe in yourself, nobody else won't believe in you.
Wow. And that's true, because that's like the old saying when they say, if somebody's stuck on the side of the road and you have somebody that's just sitting in the car with their thumb out the window versus the person that's outside pushing the car. If you see somebody outside pushing that car, you're more liable to pull over and go help them, right? So I believe in the same adage, that people want to help those that's already in motion.
I'm trying to tell you.
For sure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, you kind of had a bounce back moment, you know what I'm saying, with the studio, things of that nature. How did that feel like once you crossed over on the other side?
I felt like I knew it was gonna happen.
Yeah.
It was a matter of time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot of times we don't. It's like I already had to see it before I got there.
Understood.
Because if I didn't see it, I
Yeah.
can never have 30 podcasts a week. I can never have, you know what I'm saying? You got to already see it.
Yeah.
And so, like, it's the mindset. And I can never have editors and be able to write a check and pay them.
For
you know
sure,
what I'm saying?
for sure.
But it's me already seeing it and putting myself in a position to win.
I love it. I love it. So, you have people that are going through it. So or maybe they're not going through it, but they're just fearful.
Of course.
They're fearful of taking that next leap. They're fearful of joining this side of the fence because maybe people make it seem like it just cannot be done, right?
Yeah.
So let's leave the people with a deposit. We talked about a non-sufficient fund, but let's leave them with a deposit, something that if you're thinking about taking this leap of faith, what would you say to them?
First of all, let me give y'all a tree analogy. You got to become the tree.
Okay, good. What's that mean?
All right. When you become the tree, you get branches.
Okay.
All right. But the tree produces fruit. But the fruit that is produced, it got to do one. It got to fall off the tree, or somebody gonna grab it off and die.
Wow.
But you are the tree. All right. And so by you being the tree, you know that you're gonna be able to produce more fruit.
Wow.
So you ain't worried about the
stuff that's falling
off. You're not worried about somebody. You're not worried about the rotten fruit. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? The new mentee coming. The new student coming. You just got to stay in motion and believe. But you got to know that you are the tree that's building branches that's producing fruit.
I love that. Look at you coming, just coming and dropping all the knowledge, and so let me ask you this, because you seem like a very positive,
I am.
motivated, you know what I'm saying? Just, like I'm sure people can feel your energy through the camera. What keeps you going? What motivates you to keep, when your family said go get a job, when you noticed that your doors was open, zero customers, you know what I'm saying, but you had this vision, so you say, you know what, I'm gonna go out there, get in the streets, pass out flyers, this, that, and the third. What kept you going, or what keeps you going? Because I feel like it's a everyday, and in my opinion,
Man,
every day you got to motivate yourself.
the thing of just wanting to be the best in the game. And so sometimes when you want to be the best, you got to know that you can't always. To me, business is war. So you can't always be on. Oh, I'm on this person's time. The thing I learned about people, they want to pick your mind, but they haven't paid the price you paid.
Huh.
So we built a studio, $100,000 worth of stuff. But somebody want to come and say, "What cameras you using?
Yeah,
How you doing this? How you doing that?" But they don't want. They haven't paid the price. They haven't spent the hours. They haven't did nothing that we have done to get where we at today.
For sure.
So your mindset, you sometimes, that's why I tell people all the time. I told my wife this. I said, I noticed the internet in 2023, it had an explosion of collaborating over competition. It was an explosion.
Everybody,
It was going crazy.
Yeah.
And so me and my wife was going to all these events, and we realized there's a lot of empty-headed people at these events. As we realized there's people on the stage don't have a website. We realized people on the stage only got social media. We realized there's a lot of people that ain't got no motion pretending to have motion.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For
So
sure.
when we step back, I told my wife, why we keep going to all these events when we got to play? And we got the customers, and we can show them.
That
You know what I'm saying?
That
so
part.
that's the mindset.
And that's why they say, back in the day they say the game is to be sold, not to be told.
Come on.
Because but then on top of that, I do feel like when you just give it away, people don't value it.
They're not.
It's not the same when you put your blood, sweat, and tears. Like if I feel like if in hey, we all like gifts and things of that nature. But if
That's
somebody
true.
would have just gifted you this
Come
studio,
on. Nah.
if somebody like, you know what, this, that, and the third, do you think you would have grind as hard? Or?
I wouldn't have. But see, one thing about me, I look at every other studio. There are a couple of studios opened up a while back.
Yeah.
And I went to the studio. I need to see. Because it's competition.
Yeah.
And people be like, oh, you ain't worried about it, but you need to see the competition.
Exactly.
If you don't think that Walmart and Target is not looking at each other, you a fool. They are looking at each other, and they not in the same boardroom. So think about it. So at the end of the day, you got to embrace the competition. It's no hate.
Yeah,
it's just saying that it's competition.
Exactly.
So I got to make sure that if you got something look like mine, I got to make sure I'll produce you.
But see, that's part of you taking your corporate. See, you look, you've been hustling and you've been an entrepreneur since the diapers.
Yeah.
But back in my day when I worked a job, we had to do a data analysis. Like we had to not a data but a market analysis where what is the comps? What are they charging? What you know what I'm saying?
Come on.
And so I was in property management, so it's like what does go visit their property, see what their property looks like, right? So at the end of the day, because and this is a good lesson for those that may be thinking about joining this side of the fence. What are your competitors charging? Because you might come out thinking, oh, I'm going to charge this. And the market is like, that
ain't it.
That ain't it. Or, because you're so blinded and you're not paying attention, you might have a product that's subpar just because you not really paying attention to what's really out there.
Not.
So that's some good knowledge that, yes, like you said, we not stunting the competition.
Yeah, but we are.
We definitely trying to see what's happening out there in them streets because we want to stay, competitive price point.
Course.
And on top of that, we definitely want to make sure that our product and what we bring to the table.
The product is being presented.
Yes.
Because a lot of times I see all kind of businesses, I'm like, they don't even care about the product.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, you should care about the product.
For sure.
You should have love for the product.
For sure.
Like, this is my baby.
For sure.
And so this is why God is being able to, in the next 6 months to 18 months, we building a building.
I love
from
it.
scratch.
I love
Because we put the work in, we
For
put
sure.
the time in. It's like, why would I continue to give these people X amount of money a month when
Yeah.
I could have my own building and own the building?
For sure.
So that's the mindset.
And that's all about progression. Nobody gets into this and say, I want to just do this for the like. I think that we all get to the point, okay, now I've mastered this.
Come on.
What's the next step? What's
Come
the
on.
next level? How do we take it to the next move? So kudos, first of all, for sticking to it, the positive mindset. Kudos to your wife. I hope she hear me, giving her praise, because I'm sure, and before we go, because I do want to ask, I do want to ask, what is it like though? Because
to work with your wife every day.
Yeah, look, every day. Like
I love it.
Look, we was talking about that behind the camera, and I'm just like, you know what? I got me a new little boo thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, could I be with him like every day? So how does that work every day?
I think what happens is I encourage her to live out her dreams, but she
I love
encourages
it.
me to live out mine.
I love it.
So let me break it down real quick. So
Yeah.
she have her own podcast.
Okay.
Allow Yourself Grace.
Okay.
Which is mental health. She bring on a lot of women and stuff like that. I have my own podcast, which is called Why Now Is Your Time. I bring on entrepreneurs and stuff like that. And then we have a podcast.
I love
it. Called One Marriage, Two Hustlers.
Okay.
So we interview couples. We talk about relationships. And so the greatest part about it is I never asked her to take on my dreams without supporting her dreams.
I love that.
You know what I'm saying?
I love that.
I never asked, just come on.
Yeah.
Like, no, what else
What did you want to do? I love that.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the most important part. I think what happens is people be like, well, I got this studio, it's my vision.
Yeah.
And it's like, and then now you got this wife right here that's sitting here, and she's just like, well, what about me?
Exactly.
But you so stuck on you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
I told God, I said, God, I don't want to be like that. Because I'm going to tell you, I'm a risk taker. I'm that person. You know what I'm saying? I'm the person that's going to jump out the plane with no parachute, and I expect God to send them angels. I expect him to send. That's me. My wife's like, no, put the parachute on.
Yeah.
Make sure you got, how you work, take the class. I'm like, man, I'm going to get this. God said he would never put more than I can bear. You know what I'm saying?
I know that's right. But I think that with that being said, it's a great balance.
Yes.
You got to have balance.
It
and
is.
I just kudos to y'all, like for doing it together, doing it as a team, because I'm sure that there's sometimes that you get tired. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As an entrepreneur, well, I don't know, because you got a lot of energy, but
I don't get tired. I don't get tired as an entrepreneur. I don't want to. This is the thing. I'll tell you this. I didn't hire somebody recently that I realized I was training. I was paying you to do a job, but I also was training you to become our competition.
Oh, wow.
So I had to let you go.
Wow.
You know what I'm
you
saying?
rather keep it in-house. You got to keep all this stuff in-house.
So my wife confronted him about it, and then he was just like, yeah, I mean, we need to negotiate a contract, because in the contract it says a non-compete.
Yeah.
So, but I say that, hopefully you guys listen, is if I got to pay you, basically, I'm taking $20 an hour out of my pocket to pay you, to teach you, for you to become my competition.
Wow.
It's not worth it.
Wow.
So good luck. Go do what you do. You know what I'm saying? For real.
I got you, because he's studying you. He about to come for you, okay?
Yeah.
Look.
So, you know what I'm saying? It's just business, though. But I understand. It's like, to me, if you are gonna go work for somebody, just learn how to shut up.
Yeah.
And just work.
Got you.
But people don't want to. They want to just spill their beans and tell you everything. But it's nothing but God to show you, though.
Yeah, that's true. And having that wife behind you, I'm sure she be on their neck. On their neck. Like, you know what? So, I just, like I said, I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you sharing your story and journey, because, like I said, it's many facets to it.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that your story is a little bit different, because it seemed like it's just always been bred in you. It's nothing that... It just was like that was who you were meant to be.
I need to get it.
Yeah.
No matter what. Even if I'm suffering inside, I'm going to go get it.
So, yes. But it also seems, though, that you're yin to your yang. So, even though you're extremist, you're like, yo, let's go full-fledged. You have somebody in your back end like, baby, okay, that sound good.
Yeah.
But let's one. You know what I'm saying?
Let's break it down.
Let's break this down.
Because I do need that.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, it's a great balance. It's just great. So, kudos.
So let me ask you a question real quick.
You got a question for me on my show?
Okay,
look. What you got?
So when was it? When did it first click for you to say, "Man, I need to start getting my story and my message for podcasting out there"?
You know what? When I would roll down my timeline, like you said, it's so many fakes. Because, I had Woke Money.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And with Woke Money, I did one of the biggest conferences, financial literacy conferences in the city.
Come on.
And I was meeting a lot of, fluff and a lot of, whatever. And so what I realized is that a lot of people was talking that talk, but wasn't really living it. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to,
Facts.
be a real voice that represented really entrepreneurship.
I like that.
And also I wanted to be inspiring to those that were thinking about it, but because all they see is fluff and money and this, that, and the third, like they can't make a really true decision. So thank you for bringing me on.
I like to ask that question because a lot of times people don't want to get deep with the host.
Yeah.
But people still need to know, like, because you're still pushing.
Yeah.
Because we didn't met podcasters that did 4 episodes, 6 episodes. We never seen them again. They just they gone. But they realize this is too much.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
This episode 27.
That's what I'm saying.
So at the end of the day, as far as me podcasting, I just wanted to be consistent in something.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, as creatives, that I ain't gonna lie, it's like, oh, butterfly, rainbow, Skittles, you know what I'm saying? So it's so many things that you could do, but God gave me, the vision to speak to those aspiring entrepreneurs. So as long as He give me the energy to do so, let's go. So I'm here. Definitely, I appreciate your time and patience with me. For those that want to tap in with the studio, want to tap in with you, want to get a website, what do we do?
Listen, you guys can tap in at OM2H Creative Studio, htx.com.
Okay.
Listen, most importantly, I'm going to tell you guys this, man. If you got a dream, you got to believe in yourself.
Okay.
And you got to make sure that you around the right people. Because you're only as good as the 5 people you associate yourself with.
Wow.
If you don't believe me, the 5 people you know that you associated with, add up how much they make a year, divided by 5. You in a 20 up or 20 down, you right there within that number.
Wow.
I guarantee you right there. So a lot of times you got to shift your environment to shift your mindset. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes your environment's so bad that you got to already have a vision to get out the environment.
Wow.
And so sometimes the people that you connected to, all right, those are the people that you need to cut the cord with.
Wow.
Because those people are just sucking the life and draining you to death.
Jesus.
So you got to fix your mind and say, even though I'm in this environment today, tomorrow I'm not going to be here.
I love it.
Because I already see
what
God's trying to make me be.
I love it. So, yes. Woo! Okay. Make sure you stay tapped in with this fella over here, but also make sure you stay tapped in with both sides of the check, because as you see, we're not playing no games. We're bringing on those that are really doing this full time in real life, so you can see if you're ready to stop cashing checks and also and stop cashing them, but also come to this side and become a check writer. So it's me, your girl, Miss Cat, your coach, accountability partner, and teacher, the host of Both Sides of the Check. And by the way, if you are looking to take your idea and make it into reality, take your concept to company, hit me up, Miss Cat. I got you, okay? So you can go to all my socials at Connect with Miss Cat or to the website connectwithmisscat.com, and I'll make sure I take you there. But make sure that you tune in next week to Both Sides of the Check.